Now I have this data. Now here it's time to create some dimensions and measure. I've just created the data marts. So what I will do, I'll just select this one. So when you particularly click a particularly field from this data mart viewer or this data model viewer, you can straight away create some dimensions and measures. Like I'm going to create here. Say, what is happening is not stretching. Yeah, now it is okay. So this is transaction quantity, revenue, COGS, discount and all. So I can here create some dimensions and measures which I can consume in the object. So I have to go to the uh, master library. This is called master library we have. So whenever you create a particular field of the table, I'm just choosing a table, you will not see this option. Okay, I'm choosing a table here. So when I'm choosing a particular field, so this quantity. So quantity is a dimension or a measure. I can just add it as measure. Okay, add measure. So quantity is automatically added here. Okay. So now completely a library will be created where we'll have listed the dimensional measures, the different type of libraries. So this quantity can be summed down. Expression. If you are not sure about the spellings of these expressions, you can go to this function and can see, check this entity. If there be any problem, right away it will show you the error message. So there's no problem, it is okay, so I can apply it here. So name is transaction quantity. Fine. I can tag it stock. So basically, why these tags are needed? It's completely different from ClickView. So when you have a big data model, and when you are facing difficulties to search a particular measure and dimension, these are the tags to easily find out uh, the measure while you're searching. I can search a tag, I will get this expression. Okay, I'll search the tag as stock, I will get this expression. I'll search the tag as quantity, I'll get this expression. Okay, it's quite easy, just like making a SEO compatibility of something to find out easily, right? In a way, this is something that tags we are giving to find out the this particular expression easily while searching with stock. COGS is my basically my sales, cost of goods sales. So
Discounting.
So anytime we need some changes, we can navigate to library and change there. So it's better to create a library initially, otherwise every time you have to write the expressions. So when the library will be created, dimensions and measures will be created initially. So any non-technical user can deal with this chart. They can simply drag and drop the dimension and measure and form a chart very easily. They don't have to do any programming. So what we are doing, we are
Right.
creating
Okay.
this effective discount. Now this is a transaction date. So this is basically a dimension in this transaction table. So I can use this as when you're doing date may have multiple the time dimensions. So I can get multiple time dimensions here, and I can also make it as a single or a drill down.
Okay.
So date I have added in
So
this
we
date.
can actually give drill downs here.
Yeah, we can give. So it's very interesting. It is quite separate from ClickQ, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because in ClickQ, we were doing this. We were preparing the dimensions while we were creating the data model, and everything we were prepared by using these scripts. But here, few part of the are in scripts. However, most of the things are in GUI base.
Uh-huh. So more user friendly.
Yes,
Means
it's
people
more
who
user
don't
friendly.
know SQL or
Yeah,
language.
you don't, and it's keeping most of the things to developers. Say I am a developer, I am just creating this library, all the dimensions and measure. I don't know a particular user will use what condition. Say a business analyst or CEO management, they want to drag and drop and to on the fly they want to create dashboard. In that case, I will create the entire dimension and measure library. They can simply drag and drop the dimension and measure and form a chart. Very simple.
Mm-hmm.
So transaction date, add dimension, um, date is added. Now here I will create another multiple dimension from the date. Right. So from this transaction date, I'll just create a year.
Okay.
Now I'll give this dimension name as year.
Mm-hmm.
Add dimension. Okay. Choose again. Month. So this become quarter.
Quarter. Yeah.
Add dimension. Done. So I'm doing it single. I'll also create a drill down on this.
Mm-hmm.
After week is weekday. Okay. So and then we'll also create some here this text dimension like product.
Product.
Every time you must have remember in the Qlik when you're creating a data model, the data model field name is say prod.product name, and every time we're consuming this in a chart, every time we have to change its label, right? Adding to the
Right.
expression
Right.
and
Right.
changing its label. It's very annoying, right? So here it is making the dimension and measure global. So whenever you're creating a table field name could be something different like prod underscore name, which is, looks very technical. I can simply give the name as product, right? And I can be make it searchable easily by searching product, add dimension.
Product.
So in to the front end it will simply be shown as product. I don't have to change anything here,
Mm.
and here it is very just making a global nomenclature of that dimension. What is not stretching? Customer name, this is CST name. I don't have to this to be populated every time. It's only one time practice I'm doing.
Yeah. So once we do this, all our charts will be easier.
Yeah, all a chat will be easy. Now I will create a drill down group. Okay, art dimension country drill down. Okay, so
Okay.
I can just give this drill down name as demography.
Mm. Mm.
Then what I'll do the next is city. I'll insert city. It is showing again FX.
Okay.
Okay. The next is
Mm.
uh, what next?
Locality.
State. I think state was supposed to be added before city.
Mm.
Insert. Okay. So one by one, all three were added. Doesn't require equal to. It's fine. So state can be there in the second level, right? First is country, second is state, third is city. How easy it is. While creating a drill down chart in Qlik, we had to go to dimension, then we had to create a dimension. There was a pop-up and doing all those manipulations. But here in the dimension, in the master library, this library is called master library. So we are simply creating the master data which can be easily reusable in the project. Okay, that's what the master library is. Now the dimensions, the measure which I have created, I can straight away find that in the UI from the master library. Okay, I'll show you. So this demography name is this fields, the drill down group name is demography. And when I add this, the first label I'll get country, succeeding to state and city and further.
Mhm.
Okay,
Tags would be drilled down.
yes, that's a drill down. Okay,
Yeah.
anything if you're not able to find it, because there could, when you have a lot of dimensional measure, it would be difficult to search from the list. So you can give the tags.
Uh-huh.
So tags are basically, as I said, it's just like to make a issue compatible. I mean, search compatible. Added the dimension and done. That's it.
Okay.
So let's check out in the GUI how this looks like. This is not required. Okay, we will simply start with the KPI. Start creating a dashboard. So my first dashboard will be the landing page. Um, mm, Home. Scorecard. Okay, first sheet name is scorecard. It is created. Now edit. Now there are various. This is a chat window. This is custom object. This is master item. So master item is the library which we created. Okay, those things we will be
Mhm.
finding from this master item. Now you see whether our dimension and measures are there in this list.
Mhm.
Yes, it is the same thing we created, right? The measures
Right, right.
we created this one, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, audible.
So these dimension and measures we created while creating the data model, and
Okay.
we created one demography which is a drill down with dimension, right? So you can see this one here. Now it's very easily we can create a chart. Let's go to bar chart. There are various type of objects here. However, each object can be differentiated and differently created by using their property. Say for example, there's a pie chart. In pie chart itself, you can create a do not chart, and in bar chart, since the same bar chart can be created as a horizontal, vertical, tiled bar chart and mm, uh, stack bar chart. All the
Stack.
stuff. Yes, stacks can be created. Tiled can be created. So side by side bar chart can be created, multi-dimension, multi-measure, all the stuff bar chart can be created. For a single object, we can create at least 6-7 type of objects. So I can simply drag this object, very simple. I don't have to touch any property. Simply go to master item, drag the customer to here, and go to measure, drag the customer to customer by sales. So add this to here. Easy.
Yeah, very easy.
Very easy.